Hello.
I was expecting to.
That was in place of the Churns music today.
Oh, is that what it
The
was?
little luau recap.
The luau recap.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Somebody in the audience here asked me if I still have my grass skirt. I said we burned it on Friday night, didn't we? So
Yes, we got rid of it.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Well, that was a lot of fun on Friday night.
Oh, that was amazing. You know, it's, when you sit back and look at everyone that was part of that and just coordinating all of that, and then everybody having a great time. I mean, it was just an amazing event, from the food to the show to the fireworks. Everything just flowed beautifully.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing night. Now, how do we ever top that?
We don't. I don't think we can ever top that
Okay,
at this point.
so we should just lay it down and say, we just won't top that.
Of course, we did have a suggestion for the 25th
We
anniversary,
did,
right?
we did,
Yeah.
yes.
Which I don't think we ought to repeat.
Do you want
that.
to talk about it?
No, I don't think we should.
Audience, would you like to talk about it? Okay, everybody said yes.
Yeah.
They want to talk about
Until
it.
they hear what it's going to be about.
So we had a resident this morning came in and said the same thing. How do you top this? And he said, my wife and I have a great idea. And they said, where's Tom? Well, Tom was out of the office. He was at a meeting. And
Yep.
he just happened to walk in. So
Yeah,
the
bad
person
timing.
shared.
Very bad timing. I'll just say
It
that.
was interesting. So they think we should rent a cannon and put Tom in the cannon and shoot him over the pond out back. And then I said, and then put like a floaty in the center so he would land like a, you have to, it's like a target. You have to aim at it.
Yeah.
And he said, no, we don't need that. He just goes straight into the pond.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, this could be an interesting 25th anniversary party
Yeah,
that we
and
would
just
have.
to add a little bit extra sizzle, they said you could wear a grass skirt. We could light it on fire when we
Yes.
shoot you, and it could be like a
He
like a
did
bottle
say
rocket
that.
or something. I guess that would be
He
going across.
did say that. He did. He added a little more to it.
I excused him from the office and told him he could leave now.
You,
at
you
this
did.
Point, so
You
I
did.
think
You said you can go now.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. But he was right. How do we top Friday night?
We've got 5 years to figure it out, right?
We're going to have to start thinking now. It was
But
amazing.
we've already started talking about
Amazing.
that a little bit, but we are open to suggestions from residents. If you all want to start giving us some thoughts on the 25th, yeah, 25th would be really, 20th, not that the 20th wasn't really special, but 25th is even more
Right,
special. So,
right. So we have to go up another notch.
yeah, somehow, or at least stay at the notch we
Okay,
were at
okay.
this time. So, well, trivia question today?
Yes, okay. So we thought, since we just had the luau, Hawaiian trivia,
Okay.
okay? Winner will get a bottle of wine today.
And a grass skirt.
And so, so it's a red blend. Pananica. Michelle, why'd you bring what I can't pronounce? So it's a twisty top, so it's good, and it's a red blend. So that's the best I can tell you. It has a pretty picture on it too. So, okay, that's for the winner today. You're going to call Michelle if you know the answer. So in TV land as well as in the audience here, have your phones ready. 336-389-4103. And the question is, what color variety of hibiscus is the state flower of Hawaii? What color variety of hibiscus is the state flower of Hawaii? So we're looking for a color.
We are? Is that what we're looking for, the color?
Looking for a color.
Probably have it, like a 1 in 10 chance with the colors, right? So
Ooh, it is one of the primary colors.
it
yes.
is. It's a primary color. Yeah, it's not like polka dot, right, or anything like that. So,
Oh.
all right. Well, we'll see if we get a winner. I'm assuming
Okay.
that we'll get a winner eventually out of this one. It's not right off
I
the
think
bat.
so. Yep, Michelle did leave the room.
She
so-
did. She may not ever
sure.
come back, but she did. She did leave the room. So, COVID.
No? Okay.
Let's see. Why don't you talk about COVID? Because we don't really have any cases at the moment that we're aware of, which is great.
So more at this point, we all know the new vaccine is out there. but a lot of places aren't getting it yet. Like our pharmacy, they're expected still another 2 to 3 weeks at least before they have access to it. So there's just a lot of, I think, supply chain issues with this new one is what I was
Yeah,
reading.
it usually takes us more than, usually takes us several weeks
Yeah.
before the pharmacy that we use gets it.
Exactly. Like
you
the bigger
can't-
pharmacies,
Yeah,
like
and if you can't-
CVS and,
If you can't wait, I'm sure you can go get it at
Right.
CVS or
Right.
Walgreens or one of those.
Right. The
they're
bigger
first, They're the
chains.
first ones to get them,
yeah,
so.
they are.
But if you want to wait for us, then, that's fine.
Right, right. So we anticipate it coming, we just can't say when. That's
Yeah.
the hard part with it. And also, we're looking at partnering with our clinic here as well to be able to offer that through Wake Forest Atrium. So we'll keep you posted as we get more information on that. So to me, that would make sense to have it available out of our clinic on a regular basis as well. Because with the new one, if you've had the most recent vaccine, you also have to wait, I believe it's at least 2 months before you can get this newest one.
Right.
So there'll be several folks here that have recently gotten one of the bivalent one that they'll have to wait a couple months for that.
For the
So,
monovalent one, so,
Yes.
yeah, the
from
monovalent.
bivalent to monovalent.
Yeah, that's right. So,
So that's coming up.
yeah, I think, and I think the best way for us to do that is through the clinic, is what we've talked about
I think so
doing.
too. So we are working through that
Yeah,
to be able to have an option of that.
yeah, because the clinic can handle quite a few on a daily basis. We just kind of
Absolutely.
spread them out that
Right,
way.
right. Yep,
So I think that'll be good. So like Lisa said, once we get a chance to kind of figure out from our pharmacy or from that pharmacy, because the other thing is we think we might get them faster through getting them through Wake as
Right,
opposed to
right.
even through our pharmacy. So
yep,
at least that's the hope anyway.
yep, exactly.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that we're not dealing with any COVID that we're aware of at this point.
Right.
So, yeah, we're in pretty good shape at the moment.
Very good.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Okay, annual appeal. We have big news.
Oh, shoot, I forgot my thing.
Okay.
Yes, annual
so-
appeal.
So we have big news to announce that we have reached our goal.
We
So that's-
have.
Yep, that's very exciting. Now, that doesn't mean we can't still take contributions, because the annual appeal we do just collect throughout the year, and some folks wait till the end of the year as well to make those contributions. So even though we've reached our goal, all monies raised through that will go toward our scholarships here, so.
Yeah, I found it here.
Okay.
If you might remember that the Keys were nice enough to be our resident leaders for this drive this year, for the annual appeal. And so they put out a note that they wanted me to read.
Okay.
It says, "Dear friends and neighbors, this is a note of celebration and congratulations. Our annual appeal has once again met its goal. So many deserve recognition, every donor and especially our matching fund donor who spurred us on. We are reminded that the annual appeal is just one of many ways River Landing cares for us, and also of the ways we individually respond to the needs of others. Each day our community, residents and staff alike, tries very hard to live up to the greatest commandment present in some form in all of the great religions, which is love your neighbor as yourself. Gratefully and with love, David and Harriet Keys." So that was very nice
Very
of them to
nice.
do.
Yes.
They did a very good job with the campaign this year, but isn't it exciting? This is the earliest we've ever reached our annual appeal goal.
Wow,
So,
wow.
and they're right. We had that anonymous $60,000
Sure.
challenge gift that
That
really
was a
helped to kind of spur that
huge
on.
help. Yep,
So it's just great. Yeah, it's really cool.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, parking lot and paving project.
Yeah. Well, you can just look outside. You can see it's happening.
There's a lot of work going on.
They're chewing up that pavement like crazy, aren't
They're
they?
going really fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
That machine is so cool. I don't know how many of you actually sat and watched that thing go, but the way it just chews it all up and spits it out a little funnel, and the truck just kind of stays right in the right place so they could shoot it into the truck and then they haul it off. And
Yeah,
they're making great progress
yeah,
today.
they are. So this week, their plan is to do the whole main John Knox Drive
Yep.
back to the daycare area.
Yep.
So chewing it up and then
Spitting it out.
spitting it out, and paving will come soon after, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
so I don't know that we have an expected time frame yet, but if weather holds out well, at the rate they're going, I think we're hoping that they're going to be done with that part of the project maybe even by the end of the week. I mean, that
Yeah,
might be pushing a
I
little bit,
think-
but the
I
way
think
as
it could
fast as they're
happen.
going, they're moving along really
Right.
well. So,
Yep.
so that part will be done, hopefully the end of this week or beginning of next week. And then what's left at that point is really to get back to all of the other side streets, getting into the neighborhoods, parking lots, those things, and doing our seal coat,
Right,
which is
right.
what we're gonna do. That's the last and final step before they redraw the lines on the parking lots and all.
Yep.
So we're getting closer.
We are.
But that part will be a little tricky. You know, when we start getting into the neighborhoods and parking lots, you know, we're gonna have to be
Then we're-
emptying out parking
right.
lots. And, you know, if they're doing a seal coat, there's usually a 4 to 5 hour window where people aren't supposed to be driving on the
Right,
seal coat.
right.
So if you're living in one of the cottages, we're gonna ask
We're
you
gonna
to
have
try
to work
and,
through that.
you know, we're gonna have to work through how to do that, because we don't
yeah.
want you pulling out of your driveway during that 4 or 5 hour
Right,
period if we can
right.
help it. So
Yep.
we're gonna have to play around with that a little bit and figure out how to do that. That's one of the projects for this week, is to talk through that. But
Yep, yep.
but we're almost there. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, the hard part was getting the front parking lot done. That was
Oh, that
amazing
was.
that they got it done that fast.
Yep.
And so it looks fantastic. And so what you see in the front parking lot is really what we expect to see when we're done with this whole project. And it's going to look like brand new pavement
Yep,
everywhere we
it's gonna
go.
look great.
So it'll be great.
So more information to come later this week. We'll
Yeah.
put out next steps.
Yeah, Scooter's doing a really good job kind of keeping up with our
Yeah.
contractor there. So.
Okay, meal packaging event, that is coming quickly, Tom.
Yes,
So that's
it
Friday and
is.
Saturday this week. The shifts are 9 to 11 and 11 to 1, so we still have openings for both days.
Yep.
So please sign up for that. Bring your family and friends, especially for Saturday.
Right.
That's our big community day where we plan to package close to 100,000 meals.
Yeah,
So
so
we need
50,000
lots
on
of
Friday,
volunteers.
hopefully, and
Yeah.
100,000 on Saturday.
Yep.
So just to show of hands, we got a pretty good sized audience here. How many of you are signed up at this point to come? Excellent. How many
Very
of you
good.
just haven't signed up yet, but is still planning to come?
Look at
Great.
that.
Okay.
We're going to be fine.
We are going to be fine. So it'll be good. That's pretty neat. You know, remember, it's all macaroni and cheese this year. It's all staying local. Quite honestly, we're going to have 3 days worth of packaging, because Friday and Saturday will be the River Landing portion. And some of you might remember last year, we had a church that came in and did a small amount of meals last year. They're going to do it again this year. They're going to come out on Sunday, and they've paid to do 10,000 of their own meals. So that's great. So we'll have, really it'll be 160,000 meals we're
Yeah.
going to package
Yeah.
between the 3 days. So, and they had a really great time out here last year. It's neat when they come out and go, "Oh my gosh, I've never been here before. This place is amazing." You know, it's always kind of nice to be able to hear that when you hear that from folks that have never been out here before. But they're a very nice church.
Yeah, that's great.
It's pretty neat that they're doing this. So, okay.
Okay, billing changes.
Oh, do we have to talk about billing changes? How many of you got your statements and were completely confused by what was on your statement this time? Join the club, right?
Oh, yes, so
Yeah.
lots of changes, lots of changes. It
Yeah.
looked different, everything just kind of flowed differently. 2 pages for most bills, that threw a lot of people. So just a lot of different changes. But one thing I want to make sure that you know is when you make your payment, you still make that here at River Landing. Because Michelle, our lovely Michelle, gets to deposit all those checks and everything. So if you send it up to corporate, they're going to send it right back, and then there's going to be a delay there. So still make sure making payments all here to Michelle down in our area here in the 2 drop box areas. So
Yeah,
just want
and
to make
also-
sure to point that out.
Also, please be nice if you can to Kenya Nelson.
She's had a lot of calls.
She had a rough couple days last
did.
week.
She did.
I think she must have had 75 phone calls from residents.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like, "Oh no, I feel like I'm."
So if there was a little delay in her getting back, it just truly was the numbers.
Yeah, she just
I'm
had
just
a
trying to
high
return
volume.
everybody's calls and
Yeah.
everything, so.
Yeah, I talked to her a couple times last week and just thanked her for her, just working
Yeah.
through all of the issues. And, it was, I was kind of educated her. I said, Kenya, I said, when you mess with people's bills, you're messing with trouble. I mean, it's like
That
messing
is
with their money,
true.
right? You don't mess with people's
That
money.
is true. Absolutely.
So, when bills are not the same as they used to be, and we get very, how should I say, it, complacent and very used to a certain billing system,
Right.
it's hard to change
Yeah,
that.
it
So,
is. It is.
yeah.
Yep, and it really, the whole look of it changed up completely. So it just kind of threw us all.
But we think that the first month was a little bit extra confusing. The second month should be a lot smoother, and they should be able to get it out a little faster too,
Right,
which
right,
I
right.
think that was part of the problem
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
So, yeah. So I'm
Very
hoping and
true.
praying for better times with the next building.
Absolutely. I'm sure it will be.
I'm sure it will too.
Oh, okay, we have a clubhouse update. I don't know if any of you went to your in-house mailboxes or looked on CareMarch today. We did make an announcement today. So starting on Monday, so that's next Monday, October 2nd, the Overlook is going to be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but the pub will be open. So we still will have part of the venue open on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we've been evaluating this for a long time and hoping kind of the numbers would change for Monday and Tuesday and have more business up there.
Yeah.
But I think most of you know there's a lot of restaurants that are even just closed on Monday. That's not uncommon to see that. So we've been kind of fighting this for a while, thinking, well, maybe it'll change a little bit. But for now, we're going to start next week of
Yeah.
Mondays and Tuesdays, just having the pub part open.
Yeah.
So I know that's a big change for everybody too, but we just really needed to review that and make that change at this point. So what that does mean too is on Wednesday, that's when the specials will come out instead of on Tuesday. So Wednesday through Saturday will be the specials. And of course, the pub, as we all know, that is a walk-in area. So that's first come, first served
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to, if the pub gets a little crowded, we can spill over to a table or two into the first part of
Sure.
the Overlook if we
Yep.
need to. But
Yep.
this is kind of the game plan. The other thing we want to make sure everybody knows, staff are not losing hours. As a matter of fact, we're redirecting some staff towards helping out in some other areas like the bistro. The bistro has been short of help. I think you probably have noticed that if you go in there. And so, being able to maybe redo some of the hours that we're saving from the clubhouse side of it into the bistro. So I think that'll be really good too, because I know they've been needing it there.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
But we tried to put it off for a while, didn't we?
have.
But we really just kind of finally started to realize the numbers weren't changing. It was just very obvious. And like you said, this is not unusual. There's a lot of country clubs and a lot of restaurants and different places like that. They're typically closed on Mondays, and sometimes some of them are closed on Tuesdays as well.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. St. Andrews project update.
Yeah, so I think we mentioned last time that all of the architectural work has been done. We've got plans. The plans have gone to the state of North Carolina for final approval, which we'd already gotten pre-approval on them, so we don't expect there to be much change there. And as a matter of fact, we're confident that what we sent to them was going to be approved. So we already have it out for bid. We've got 4 or 5 construction companies that are bidding on it right now. Hopefully we'll have those in. I think the deadline for returning those was October the 15th. And so we'll be picking a construction company winner at that right after that. And we'll just see how fast they can start depending on who it is. That'll be the next part of that. But I'm really kind of hoping that we can start on this project before the end of the calendar year and get rolling, because it's going to take a while to do it, because we're going to be doing it in so many different stages.
Right.
Since we're going to be trying to do this without completely emptying out the St. Andrews household. And so it's going to be a little challenging. But it'll be good. It's going to be a really good project. Just to give you some highlights, we're going to take what the outside porch area is now, and we're going to actually enclose that and make that a sunroom for our residents. We're creating more closet space in the actual rooms themselves. which would be great because there's a lack of closet space in those rooms. And we're redoing the front desk, the nurse's station there. We're creating some more storage in the actual household itself. And that goes along with carpet and paint
Sure. And spa area.
yeah,
And, yep.
furniture and everything else is going to be changed out. So yeah, St. Andrews, honestly, is probably the last area that we really haven't done any kind of major renovation on. So
Yep.
it's their time.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, We Care staff customer service training. We've talked about that here and before when you see folks with their red ribbons on their badge. So just completed the part 2 of that training. So that has gone over very well.
Yeah.
And the We Care, that signifies different things, that
an
different
acronym.
customer service
Yeah, it's an acronym.
things that they're doing. So for We Care, the W is welcome everyone. The E is establish wow.
Wow.
You know, when I think of that for like the luau, we established a wow for sure.
We sure did.
Right? Yes. The C is communicate with compassion. The A is anticipate and act. And the R is rally and respond. And the E is embrace care.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we had, the neat thing about this is we had 8 River Landing team members that were chosen to be ambassadors for this program, and they actually did all of the training. And they did a great job.
Yep.
You know, it was really well received, and it's nice when I think you have, you know, daily frontline staff that are part of the team that's training everybody else on the We Care program. So it went really well. I'm very pleased. So now we're just going to be catching up with those few that weren't able to make either session 1 or session 2, and then of course with the new,
All the new
staff
folks.
members coming in, we'll send them through the both ends of that class as well.
okay, clinic update. So we have a new nurse manager in the clinic, if you've not been down there. Shonda,
Shonda?
who has been with us for many years, so
Yep.
she's not new to the organization.
She's been with us for 10 years now,
Yes.
so it's been a long time.
And she was working mainly over in healthcare, but there were a lot of times that she'd fill in at the clinic. So she's also not completely new to the clinic, but in that role. So we're very excited to have her in that role. So stop in and welcome her if you can. That'd be great. Also, over the next couple weeks, you see they're doing a lot of flu shot clinics and all of that. So that's happening down there. And if you do have a flu shot scheduled, you can actually get the consent form ahead of time if you'd like, so that way when you go down there for the flu vaccine, you already have paperwork filled out. Those are available in the clinic during the working hours, and then they're also available up in the main lobby. So if you want to do that before you get down there, just saves a little time to be able to do that. Also, the clinic is working on a new process to update your orange emergency forms that you have on your refrigerators.
How many of you have those? Let me see, show of hands.
Well,
Okay,
good.
all right. If you don't, you need to go see the clinic
That's
about
right.
filling one out. So you should have those in your refrigerators.
Yes. So getting back in a routine of how we update those and keep them current. But also, I think a good thing to remember with those is you don't have to wait until we say it's time to update those emergency forms. So that's a form that you want to keep accurate throughout the year.
Yes.
So if you change medications, you can go ahead and change that on your refrigerator one. Because if you do have a priority call and we have to respond there for a medical emergency, they're going to go grab that form. So you always want to make sure that form is up to date to begin with. So you don't have to wait for us to say one time a year, let's go ahead and update the forms, because we will start doing that again. But if you have changes in contact numbers, maybe a family member has moved or a hospital preference has changed, any of those kind of things, go ahead and update that anytime on your refrigerator copy.
Yeah.
Keep that the most accurate as possible.
The EMTs are very thankful to have that information. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They either usually end up taking it or taking a copy of it, and
That's
they,
right.
you know, they obviously that goes with you to the hospital if
it
you need to go to
does.
the hospital.
Yeah.
So it's very important to keep that up
Yep.
to date.
Okay, upcoming events, because Tom, we are not going to have another Churns show until Halloween.
What?
I know, because you have a special meeting in between there.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just want to review some of the events coming up. The Bright Spire Olympics, that's already started this week with puzzle competition.
Yeah.
Also several golf events, so that's going on right now. Next week we'll be at Glen Eyre, Scotia, and of course here competing. Pep Rally is this Wednesday. If you have not been to one, I want to encourage you to come to it. It's amazing. The
Yeah.
Southwest Marching Band comes out, and they're amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to have
even
them
just
come.
come for the music, but it's a lot of fun to see the excitement that comes from that. October 5th, that's a fashion show from the gift shop. October 10th, we have Desserts with Experts. That's an in-person panel discussion that we
That's
have
correct.
coming up, talking about estate planning, tax matters, financial planning, money management, and charitable giving. October 13th is a big day, Tom.
It's a Friday the 13th. On Friday the 13th of October, you get to find out what your increases are going to be for next year. So, how many of you are excited about that and cannot? I don't see anybody raising their hand.
Nobody raised their hand, Tom.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's very excited
No,
about that. I
no.
can't say that I blame you,
Okay.
but you know, honestly, this has been the efforts of working through budget for really. We started this in early May with budget process, and as you might guess, it's quite a journey to start with. Really, pretty much nothing. Every year we do kind of like a grassroots approach to our budget process, and it was interesting to see, you know, where we were going to fall this year, and you know, corporately, obviously, we get a lot of guidance from the corporate office in regards to, you know, how and what we do, how we do things in regards to budget-wise. So come on Friday the 13th. Let's see, maybe this year we need to have a special treat for the Friday the 13th. What do you usually do, Michelle, for the Friday the 13th? Is it donuts? What is we give them sugar? What do we do? We'll do something super special. You know, maybe we ought to do shots this year or something. What do you think? Maybe,
Oh,
yeah?
like
Yeah,
vac-
not that
like
kind.
vaccine
This
shots?
kind.
oh.
Nah.
Okay, and then October 17th, we have the River Landing Band Fall Concert. And then on the 18th, we have Olympic celebration with ice cream social. So everybody's invited to that. Come out and we review pictures from the Olympics. We also have the Olympians stand up that participated. So it's just a good way to remember that event that we have.
That'd be
So-
nice. And you know, if it's a cold day outside, we'll heat up the ice cream for you if that's what
Well,
you
you gotta
want,
have the
so.
hot fudge. The hot fudge will take care of that. So we're good, we're good. October 20th and 27th, the River Landing Chorus Fall Concerts. So they are doing it 2 nights, which I'm very happy for that. That way it gives you 2 opportunities to come, because we know sometimes it gets tight in here. So
Yeah.
we heard from Tom Burleson today. It's gonna be a different type of setup in here,
Yeah.
where it's gonna be our low tables with chairs around it, more like a nightclub type feel.
Yeah, it's gonna be fancy.
So there'll be 2 opportunities to attend that. And then October 30th, this is gonna be a little new for us. We always do a fall festival here, but we're taking a different look at it this year. And it's gonna be an outdoor event. It's gonna be a little different. We're gonna do trunk or treating. So we're asking for residents and staff to bring grandkids, family members, come and do a little trunk or treating.
Yeah.
If you want to have some volunteer opportunities, we're also looking for residents and staff to decorate their trunks, their car trunks,
The trunks.
their trunks, to be able to hand out candy at, or
Yes.
golf carts. If you'd rather do a golf cart, we can also do that.
That's true.
So there's going to be competitions for who's best decorated. There's going to be some costume judging going on.
Wow.
There's going to be some games. It's a big fall festival. It's going to be like from 5 to 8, I believe. So it's a good fall festival.
And where are we planning
going
on doing that, Lisa?
In the front parking lot.
Front parking lot?
So we're going to rope off a good area to be able to do all this. So that will be something different that we do together. And then October 31st, actually on Halloween, at night from 7 to 9, we're going to have a Monster Bash Halloween party in the gym, like we've done a lot of our other events, where we have a DJ come in. One of the DJs that we had, I can't remember if it was the disco night.
It was the
Was it
disco
disco?
night. I'm pretty sure it was the disco night.
He's one of the members from Penny Candy, and he came out and did the DJ work for us before, and he did a great job. So that's gonna actually be on Halloween night. We'll have a party in the gym. And we like our parties in the gym.
Especially when you get dressed up, too.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
be more costume judging and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So lots of good things coming. And Ariel is working on the Encompass right now, so that should be out in the next day or two. I saw on CareMerge, there's several trips already out that you can sign up for October, so make sure you check that out as well. Okay, other announcements. Please welcome Nikki, the nail technician in the beauty salon. So she has just started, and we did post some of her pictures on CareMerge. You can see some of her designs. She has a lot of neat designs.
Wow.
So we'll add a little
So nails, is that like fingernails?
Yes,
or is that
fingernails.
toenails? Or what is that?
nail technician. I think it could probably be either.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So
All right.
exciting. The River Landing Dog Club.
You didn't ask the group how many of you would like to get your nails done? How many of you would? Oh, there's one already has
Well,
their nails
sure.
done. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
By Nikki. Nikki is going to be doing our nails.
Nikki, the nail
tonight.
technician. It's easy to remember.
It is. It's got a kind of like a ring to it, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yep. The River Landing Dog Club calendars are now available for purchase in the gift shop, so that's exciting
They are
too.
awesome.
They are great. I already purchased mine.
I got one too. They're
Yep.
they're really
These
cool.
would make great gifts for Christmas, so keep that
Yes.
in mind, a very unique gift. Okay, last announcement item, the U.S. Census Bureau. Okay, so Tom's been contacted by the U.S. Census Bureau, and he legally has to comply with this.
I've been trying not to, but
But now they're sending him more messages, so,
Well, I just hung up with the representative from the U.S. Census
Okay.
Bureau, and so she may be out Wednesday, she may not be out on Wednesday, but
okay.
she seems to think that she could just take a list of our residents and have the computer print out numbers that would be 10 random numbers, and then she would just be able to interview those 10 people. Well, I told her, I said, they may not be home if you're doing that. Then she goes, well, what kind of facility are you? Is it a skilled nursing? I said, no.
No.
I said, we have skilled nursing as part of our community, but most of our residents live independently. She goes, oh, well, yeah, we don't usually do independent living. So she goes, I'm going to have to talk to my supervisors about this.
Okay.
So I don't know what's
So
going to happen
maybe we
with
won't
this.
have to do this.
I don't know. Yeah, I
That's
just.
funny. Okay.
Because, for the independent living side, she really,
Right,
they would be able to fill out all their stuff
Well,
on
sure.
their own. So I don't know
Okay.
why. So
Well, you may or may not be
yeah, we'll have
contacted.
to see if we end up doing this on Wednesday or not. So
But if we do have to do it, it would be a random selection of.
random selection of 10
okay,
people.
10
so,
people. So you
it's
might
not
be a
that-
lucky 10 or you might not.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
If you are selected, you probably will ask the Census Bureau to bring 10 bottles of wine so that they can give each selected person. Don't you think that
That's
would
a
make
good
sense?
idea. So if you get selected, is this what we're saying, Tom?
I don't know. Is this what we're saying, Lisa?
If you get selected, your name should go in a hat and we draw at least one lucky winner.
Maybe we'll do all 10 for that matter. If you've got to go through this at this point, maybe we
There you go.
as a consolation prize for
I
having
like
to do
it.
this.
So you heard it here. If you get selected by.
Yeah, right. Drink it before you have the interview.
Oh. And it's the American Community Survey, right?
Yes,
they're
that is correct.
completing. So, okay, very good.
I kind of messed up. She said they only want to do this we were selected for the month of September. Well, I didn't get my packet from them until just this weekend.
Yeah.
And so she called me once before, and I'm honest with you, I did not get back to her right away, but I didn't know who she was, and I didn't get the packet from them until today. So I got it from this weekend. So I called her for the first time today. So she's like, well, I said, she goes, sometimes we'll leave 10 packets and have you have those 10 fill it out. She goes, but we're so close to the end of September, and they have to have it done by the end of September. So she's pushing at this point, but
Sure.
we'll see. And like
Okay.
I said, we'll see
Okay.
what happens with that. Somebody said treat it like a scam. And honestly, you know what? I mean, when she called the first time, how was I supposed to know whether it was a scam or not, right? Although the U.S. Census Bureau, you never know. Somebody
never
they're
know.
very creative
I mean,
out there these days.
But the Census Bureau does periodically send out surveys. So
Yeah.
There's someone in this audience that I've helped with a survey before.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
it does happen.
Okay.
So, and it is legitimate.
Well, we had them out here like,
We
was it
did.
8 years
We
ago or
did.
12 years ago or something like
Probably.
that? 10 or whatever the heck
Yep.
it was. And I remember that
We did the same thing where we had to create a list.
but she got frustrated, didn't she?
She did.
And she ended up leaving, right?
She did. I think people weren't home.
People weren't home, and
so
I explained this to the
she
person
left.
here. I said, just wanted to let you know, this is what happened last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, wow, I don't want to waste somebody's time and waste my time
I
at the same
know.
time. And I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Are we down to trivia, Tom?
I think we're down to trivia.
Okay, very good. So the question today was, what color variety of hibiscus is the state flower of Hawaii?
Yeah, before you answer,
Okay.
let's just ask the studio audience, what do you all think it was?
The answer is yellow.
It is.
Oh, so the winner today is a TV Land watcher.
A TV
It's
Land watcher.
Lou Insidious. So
Oh, very good.
congratulations, Lou. Yeah, yep. So we'll have this beautiful bottle of wine brought to you.
Yay.
Very nice.
So Lisa, I feel bad that we didn't get to have the funnies on the show today with Ken. But,
I know.
you know, if we have our next one, did you say we're actually having the show on the 31st?
Yes. So shouldn't we do something really good?
We should make Ken do something really good, don't you think so? That's
Well, dress up? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
tell him to dress up and we won't, and that'll be funny.
that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Okay.
We'll
I
tell him
like
we're all
it.
dressing up and then we don't and he does, and that would be
Okay.
that'd be interesting. So
And maybe we should have a special treat.
yeah,
Should we have a special treat?
sure.
Okay.
Candy. We'll have candy. That'd be a special treat.
Oh, for the audience, special treat for the audience, shouldn't we? We always have a good turnout when we do that. Okay, we'll do something special. We're not gonna call it right now.
We'll
'cause-
collect all the extra candy from the trunk or treat, and we'll just.
We'll come up with some kind of special treat.
All right. We'll
Okay.
call something. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at that particular one, are we gonna, Michelle? When are we putting out about the reverse raffle? Because that's coming up pretty fast too, right?
Yes, I'm gonna do my booklet
Yeah.
thing, and it's gonna go out this weekend.
This weekend it goes out for the reverse raffle, which is November the 17th.
17th?
Okay, Michelle. She doesn't know what date
I
it
think
is. So
17th, right?
you think it's the 17th?
Probably go out on Monday.
Yeah, because we're still a little ways out, because we won't be selling tickets quite yet, right? So,
Just to tell people that it's coming,
yeah,
because we won't be selling tickets until at the end of October.
right.
Did you
Go for a record.
did you put it on our calendar, Michelle? Oh, you said it's November, right? I'm in the wrong month. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm confirming. I want to see how good Michelle is here. So, yep, she's right.
think
the
she's
17th
right.
of November.
Yep.
I've learned never to doubt her.
And it's Western themed.
Western
Western
theme, that's right. And we're going to have a revisit from Billy Bob, right? Billy
Yep.
Bob's coming back. Billy Bob will be here for the reverse raffle on
Yes,
the 17th.
yes.
So that'll be fun
That
too.
should be exciting.
Yeah, it could be good.
That was one of the first cousins, wasn't it?
It was the first one, I
Yeah,
think. I think
okay.
Billy Bob was the first
Okay.
cousin. So
So we've cycled back around. He must have ran out of cousins.
he must have. You knew it was going to happen one day,
I know,
right? You all knew he was going
eventually.
to run out of cousins one day. So,
Yep.
and after John Travolta Bob, I don't know that we can do anything else at this point. My goodness. So
No.
he's a mess, that's for sure. So, all right, Lisa, what else? What did
Okay.
we forget? Anything? I don't think we could have forgotten anything. This was the
think
longest
so. It was
agenda I
a- it
think
was
we've
a
ever
long
had.
agenda.
Yeah, so.
You're right.
We're very happy for our studio audience for showing up today. Thank you all very much. For those of you tuning in today, thank you for tuning in today. You know, I really do find that this is a great way for us to be able to kind of give information about what's
Right.
going on in the community, and it's kind of latest and greatest. You know, when I talk to other executive directors, they talk about the fact that their residents sometimes don't seem to be armed with the information that they would like to have them in. And I think this is a great way for us to be able to pass information on, besides care merge and putting it in boxes. But, you know, the one thing I like about this is we get a chance to talk through some of the things that are going on. And I just think it helps to make it a little bit more understandable and more commonsensical when you talk through this stuff. So, and we enjoy doing this. Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing this, don't we? So.
I've been doing it for many years now.
Yeah, I know. Come March, it's been 3.5 years, Lisa.
Yeah.
Come March, it'll be 4 years we've been doing this. You would think the residents
Wow.
would be really tired of us being up here. But if we keep throwing out treats, they'll keep coming. I know they'll keep coming.
That's right. It's the wine that does it.
Is it the wine you think it is?
It's the drawing.
It's a drawing card, right? So.
Oh, yep.
All right. Well, we'll let you all go. Enjoy the milling process of the main road out there. I'm sure you all are very excited about that. Just, you know, if nothing else, from Friday's event, just know how much we love y'all and how much we appreciate you. And, you know, we spent a little bit extra money, I'm just gonna be honest with you, trying to make the last event that we have a memorable one for y'all. And so, to me, it was really money well spent to just create a wow moment for y'all. And so, you know, I just don't think it could have gone any better. The food was delicious. The group that came in and did the Hawaiian part of that.
Gosh, they were great.
They were amazing.
Yep.
Just great folks, great to work with, great to talk to. And, you know, I don't know. And the fire dancing, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
When the one guy had that thing, he put it on his mouth. Did you all see that? I just,
Yeah, I didn't
I had
like
to kind
watching
of
that.
turn away. I was afraid he's going to burn his mouth off or something.
Yep.
But yeah, we could. If we could do it for the 25th, because everybody will forget it by then, so that'll be good too. So I know I will. I don't care. If you ask me what we did for the 15th, I don't think I could even tell you what we did for the 15th anymore. So, but it was just great. And then the fireworks, you know, we were talking about this. You know, we had originally talked about trying to do this on Saturday instead of Friday. You all saw what happened on Saturday, right? It would have been a big washout on Saturday. So, good Lord really protected us, and we had it on Friday. Sunset was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
And, you know, it was a really nice warm evening for fireworks, right? Everybody was really...
Everybody was in their
Everybody was in their
blankets.
coats. Everybody left right as soon as they finished the first part of their
They were gone.
program, and they were gone. I was like, oh my gosh, all these residents are going to miss the fireworks. And then they all came back with jackets on and blankets, and it's great.
Yep.
It just was a really nice way to end, really, Lisa, 9 months of, it seems like it was just yesterday we did the Great Gatsby thing in January.
Yep, first event.
So just a lot of fun. You know, I can tell you from a staff perspective, as great as it was, we're glad it's over. I mean, you don't realize, and I don't think we realized how much time and effort goes into each one of those events, just trying to make it really a good event so that you all enjoy yourselves. And so some of the events were easier to do than other ones, obviously, but what a great variety of stuff we had this year. So.
And now we head into holiday times.
Yeah.
So there's no break yet.
Nope. Olympics and then right into the holidays. So it's going to be great holidays. All right. We love you all. Hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll see you all soon.